I think the Buffalo Bills are fine-tuned. They're ready to go. And I truly believe that the only way that they're going to lose is that Josh Allen turns over the ball at a high clip. So I got the Buffalo Bills winning by. It's going to be a close game. I have the Bills winning by 3.
The Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, it's a big feat to go into Arrowhead and try to play in that cold. Winning is a whole nother story. The Kansas City Chiefs are almost unstoppable at Arrowhead. But this year, the Kansas City Chiefs have been having a lot of issues on offense. With Patrick Mahomes, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, they really don't have a true receiving core. I believe last game there wasn't a receiver that caught a pass between Hollywood Brown, DeAndre Hopkins. This team is reeling on offense. They find a way because they have Patrick Mahomes, but we got a Bills team that offensively is dominant. They just knocked out the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson and company came into the cold, came close, but because of a 2-point conversion drop by Mark Andrews, they didn't have an opportunity to take it into overtime. They're coming into Arrowhead. Josh Allen wants to win the MVP. Some people feel like he rightfully should. Some people feel like Lamar Jackson should. But, Dub, I need to hear from you. Who do you have winning this AFC matchup and ultimately going to the Super Bowl?
Before I get into my breakdown, if y'all watching this and made it this far, make sure you give us that CLS treatment. Comment, like, and subscribe. For me, this is a tough one because the conditions will not play a factor amongst both teams. The Buffalo Bills are used to playing in harsh conditions, so is the Kansas City Chiefs. Both quarterbacks somewhat have a similar playing style, except Josh Allen is a little bit more physical and can run the ball pretty efficiently. Defenses, I would say somewhat comparable. The Chiefs' defense is actually solid this year, guys. It's actually solid. I think this is really going to boil down to is penalties. Which team will have the least amount of penalties and turnovers is going to determine the outcome of the game. The reason why the Baltimore Ravens lost to the Bills last week was because of the mishandling of the football. Lamar Jackson had 2 costly turnovers that really changed the trajectory of the game. Had those turnovers not existed, we'll be talking about the Baltimore Ravens versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Case in point, I think the Buffalo Bills are fine-tuned. They're ready to go. And I truly believe that the only way that they're going to lose is that Josh Allen turns over the ball at a high clip. So I got the Buffalo Bills winning by. It's going to be a close game. I have the Bills winning by 3. I don't know the score per se. It's not going to be a high-scoring game, but I have the Bills winning by 3.
Okay. For me, I think you called out some good things. I think the cold is a little bit different in Kansas City. It's just a little bit colder in Kansas City than Buffalo. That wind probably blows a little harder. In terms of being in, what was that, Doug?
I don't know, man, because you got the lake effect. You
Yeah.
right there near Niagara
You
Falls.
definitely got the lake effect up there. You do.
Come in, I don't know, T. I don't know. My
It's
cousin
tough.
now in snow struggling, bro. They struggling.
Yeah. So I think going into Kansas City and winning is something. I think it's been I saw earlier how many games it was, so we're gonna put it on the screen. How many games it's been since the Kansas City Chiefs have lost at home, the win streak. But I just feel like the Bills are primed to do it. In terms of up front, the Bills defense has been solid. They got Milano back from injury, and he's been playing well. The secondary is a little bit shaky, to me at least. You had Taylor Rapp go down with the injury. I'm not sure if he's going to be back and be healthy. I saw DeMar Hamlin getting beat a lot in last game. And I think overall, to some extent, he can be a liability in coverage. But they're playing against the Chiefs, and the Chiefs really don't, they haven't been playing well offensively in terms of just big plays to receivers. So I don't think they have to worry about that. Can they cover the middle? Can they make the day a little tougher for Travis Kelce? I think offensively, the Chiefs are going to have a hard time stopping the likes of Josh Allen and Cook coming out of the backfield. I don't think that's something they'll be able to do readily. You got Shakir, who's coming on, really moving into what I feel like is that wide receiver 1A spot. Amari Cooper shows up whenever they get him the ball. And I like the young kid, Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman is a big physical receiver, and he's really grown a lot over the season. I think this is the year for the Bills to do it. I didn't think that they'd get past the Baltimore Ravens, but I knew if they did, whoever won that game, I felt like could go in the Arrowhead and win, because to me, those have been the two best teams in the AFC all year, regardless of the Chiefs' record. So I got to take the Bills. I think James Cook anytime touchdown is good. I think Josh Allen anytime touchdown is good. I see them really scoring points and putting pressure on the Chiefs to keep up with them, similar to what we saw with the Commanders and the Lions last week. I think we see that. And for the first time in a very long time, we're going to have a Super Bowl without the Kansas City Chiefs. So I think a lot of people around the country are looking forward to that.